Welcome everybody. I think that as me, you had already beautiful 2 days. I must say it's my first time in Riyadh, but I would like to start with actually thanking Jennifer and Jane for those beautiful days and experiences they have prepared for us. Because even me being the first time here, I kind of started to feel like home, and I realized it just yesterday evening. So I hope that you feel the same. This morning, we are going to talk about growth, development, and somehow how to drive it through the meaningful values. And before I'll introduce the two first panelists, I just was thinking that it would be good to look at it from the point of communication perspective, because obviously that's what we are doing in Katch International, and that's what we believe in. So, especially in the time of growth, I would say that there are three key elements which you should think about before you start to communicate. First would be the strategy, and why the strategy? Because you want to communicate in the meaningful manner. Just communicate for communication is not the right thing to do. So what is the strategy? So if you look at it in the time of the growth, you have, let's say, 3 different categories of your audience. Or you are doing the lead generation, the lead nurturing, or eventually the lead conversion. So let's say, always look at your piece of content. Does it fall under in one of those 3 categories? If it doesn't, maybe it's not the right piece of content to put at start. So that's the strategy. Then the story. Story, we are all talking about the stories, how important it is to have captivating story. And it's like a movie. Just imagine that when you are watching a movie which does catch your heart, which does catch your attention, you just walk the journey with the main actor through, and at the end, when good things happen, you just cheer a little bit louder, you maybe clap a little bit harder, and you are happier. This is when all the serotonin and dopamine get released, because you just walk the story, and that's what we are trying to do through the creative stories, because you need to stop people scrolling, you need to stop them turning the pages, and you would not do it without a good story. So what we advise to our clients is make your story inventory. There's not only one story, how it all started or what was the inspiration, the pivotal moments, but also maybe your childhood memories, anything which can be interesting, and just list them, list all your stories, and then just pull them whenever you need to. And then the third element we would name is definitely your branding. When it comes to your branding, I'm sure that, when you see the logos, like when you, for example, see the tick, just do it, you instantly know it's Nike and all the values it holds, the active lifestyle, the perseverance, going beyond. So this is what you need to put in place before you start to communicate. So I just was thinking to share this with you as an added value. I would say, as a conclusion, definitely be the brand of tomorrow, not yesterday. Because somehow putting out there, not only in PR, but also in social media, what is coming up, it's more important than what you have done in the past. What you have done in the past maybe builds a trust, but it has to come in the right moment. So be the brand of tomorrow. And maybe the last thing I would mention is that always try to communicate in very positive manners. Because it's very different, just hear me out or feel me, that it's very different if, for example, you would want to say, I'm not supposed to do this, but instead of that, you would say, I understand it's falling under your scope of work, but if there is anything I can help with, I'm more than happy. So just look at the communication from all those points I have just mentioned, and I hope it was a little bit informative for you.